Hello everyone, it's the Dragon Critic aka Lee O'Brien, and today, welcome to the 6th anniversary Q&A. I promised this today. I said I would do the Q&A on August 25th. I did my announcement a few weeks ago, so we got a lot of good questions, so let us begin. We got 2 questions from Juna RJ. He asks, have you ever thought of making an origin video of how you started YouTube? It's possible. I mean, I don't really think I'm that old to do one. I'd kind of wait maybe 8-year anniversary, maybe an origin video. Like, I don't really know like what I talk about, like just how I started and how my videos have come a long way, or I don't know. It's maybe it's an interesting one. What are some movies you're excited to see in 2021? I'm very excited for Spider-Man No Way Home, and that's about it. Yeah, so thanks for the questions, man. We got 3 questions from Henjin Grid. Great YouTuber, by the way. He does Power Ranger edits. He's done some Karate Kid edits. He's a very good YouTuber, so definitely give his channel a watch. His questions are, is there any cartoon shows, old or new, that you would love to be brought to live action? That's an interesting question, actually. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Maybe Ninjago? That could work in live action. What else could work? It's very tricky to say. Avatar, I think they're working on an Avatar The Last Airbender live action TV show with the original creator, so that would probably go into good direction, but it's a good question. I'd have to think about that. What movie would you like to see be revived or rebooted? Definitely Legend of the Guardians, the Cahool. I think from the looks of it, we're definitely not going to get a sequel. I know about there being a Snyder Cut, but I don't know if that'll happen. I mean, I hope so, but I hope at least either a TV show remake. Yeah, I think I'd rather a TV show remake. I wouldn't really like a film remake, especially, since the first film ended on a setup. A TV series would be excellent. TV show, I would love to revive the popularity. I think you have to have a Netflix series to revive that popularity of Guardians of Cahool. I don't know if the books were popular. I know the movie was not popular, sadly. But I think if a TV show is made, I think it can revive popularity for the Elves of Cahool. Right. So his final question: if you had to pick a team of past and present Rangers, who would you choose and why? Well, a custom Power Ranger team. Right. I would choose 6 Rangers. Yeah, 6 Rangers. So leader would be Connor. Connor McKnight. I would choose Lily, Sky Tate, Xander, Jen, and Ken. Yeah, Disney era and an OG Saban era Ranger. I know I haven't picked. I know I couldn't really pick any present characters, but it's just I don't watch the new ones. I only mainly watch the old ones. But no, I think if you ask me, like if I had a custom team, they'd be the Rangers I picked. That's a good question though, because there's a lot of great characters in Power Rangers, and sometimes even when the character isn't outstanding, sometimes the actor can do a phenomenal job. Like Jason Chan does an amazing job as Ken. I mean, Ken's a really damn good character, but I think Jason Chan, he owns that character. He does an excellent job. So thank you for your questions. Dumpy Dude, what are some series and movies that you were obsessed with when you were younger but don't really care for now? I'm trying to think. I don't really care that much for Ninjago anymore. I mean, I do like it. It's just I kind of lost interest in it. I haven't even seen many of the newer seasons. As for movies, I'm trying to think of a film where my thoughts have declined since I'm, older. That's a good question. That I'd have to think about. Okay, I'd have to think about that. That's a very good question. What movies do I not care for anymore? I'd have to think about that. That's a good question, though. Maybe Home. I did really like Home when I was a kid, so maybe. Okay, Andrew Good Guy. Will you ever make a list? He has 5 questions. Will you ever make a tier list for every single DreamWorks and Pixar movie? That's a possibility. I would have to consider doing that. But a tier list could be interesting. I don't know what I do, but it would be an interesting idea. I appreciate the idea. Do you think Disney has potential to remake in Chicken Little? No, I don't think you should remake it because, like, I just think it seems really weird to reboot it, especially when, like, I'm not saying the original. Like, I know the original is quite old, but it just seems really weird to remake it. It just seems like a bizarre idea. How do you feel about the drama in Activision? I don't really have much of a comment. When I am 16, I am considering joining your podcast. Are you looking forward to your truly wink joining your podcast? Yeah, I don't know when I'll do another talk about show, but no, it'd be great to have another person in the talk about show. That'd be great. I'd love to. We just gotta arrange it. So that'd be cool. What was your opinion on Shake Thrillers Productions and what your favorite video from him? I think Shake Thrillers Production is a really good YouTuber. I think I think like the thing what makes him unique is that he has his own style of editing. Like it's very unique, I think, and it's not like I feel like he puts a lot of effort into his videos, and he really cares about them. Like they're passion driven. And I think when he's voicing an opinion on a film, like his How to Train Your Dragon 2 essay, he really brings up genuinely really good points that even I agreed with, like on Drago Bloodfist. But I think Shake Thrillers Productions is a really damn good YouTuber. He's a very entertaining YouTuber. He's very fun to watch. So thanks for the questions, Andrew. Dino King asks, will I ever make a top 10 Dreamworks list? Good question. There is, I think someone asked another question similar to that. I think, another question that I'll answer later on about a Dreamworks ranking. I am actually going to consider that. I am going to consider doing a Dreamworks ranking. I'm not going to say it's definite, but I'm going to consider it. There's a lot of movies, but I can remember a good chunk of Dreamworks movies because, I do love the company. There are loads of Dreamworks movies I loved as a child. Now, I don't like a few, like Boss Baby, Horrible, Trolls, don't really, Shrek 3, hell no. But they're like a good chunk of Dreamworks movies I do really, really enjoy. And some of them I just get very nostalgic about, like Turbo. Turbo I think is a very good film, actually. I think it's pretty underrated. But I do like it mainly because of nostalgia, but I have analysed it, I've got, genuine reasons for liking it, but I also do have flaws with it. Like, no movie's flawless. That's the thing. Anyway, thanks for the question. Sorry. Spiritual Orchin, what is your favourite Dino Thunder episode? That would have to be episode 36, Test of Trust. Test of Trust is phenomenal. The character development is amazing. The first half when you have Connor, Kira, Ethan and Trent reflecting on the past and how they've changed. Oh my god, it's so good. Like the characterization in that show is phenomenal. And what made those characters good was that they were relatable. They were like people you'd meet in real life. And oh my god, the character development in the episode Test of Trust is just phenomenal. And the stuff with Trent, like, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Oh god, those characters are just amazing. Okay, so Malcolm Cooper asks, okay, Lee, here are my questions. What upcoming MCU movies are you looking forward to see? Spider-Man No Way Home? Do you watch the Arrowverse shows? I've seen bits and pieces, but never a full episode. I noticed your old video about 2007. Oh, a video I made years ago where I tried to act like Cell Specs. I think my favourite film of 2007 would have to be Spider-Man 3. Controversial, I know. What is your favourite DCU movie? I would have to go with Zack Snyder's Justice League. I think I just have a lot of respect for Zack Snyder for making it. He put a lot of effort and he should be very proud. Have you seen any horror movies? Well, I mean, I remember as a very young child, I actually did see Chucky, which was interesting. I didn't cry. It's just I remember I think it was one day I was watching it, and then my mum came in and she turned it off because it's about to get to a really scary bit. But I remember it just being a bit odd. I was only like 4 or 5 when I watched it. It was back in the 2000s decade. So what kind of music do you like? I love Owl City songs. Owl City songs are wonderful to me. Okay, so thanks for the questions, Malcolm. Malcolm Cooper's a great YouTuber. Highly recommend his channel. He is phenomenal. He's great. He's wonderful. Like, he's a really nice guy. He's a very nice guy. Yeah. Okay, so next questions. We got Frozen 2 Queen's Gambit fan 2004. He asks, does Kung Fu Panda 3 hold up for you? Absolutely. Love Kung Fu Panda 3. Now, yeah, I do have problems with it, and I admit, when I look at it more objectively, I do believe it is the weakest of the three, simply because I don't think it reaches its full potential. There are problems with it, like the neglection of the second film. There's so much, there's so many plot holes, and I think it just it really needed more callbacks to the second film, and I just think it would have been, more character transition, better character development for Poe and Li Shan, and I just think it is a very good film. I definitely believe objectively it is the weakest. Now, from my personal opinion, I do actually enjoy Kung Fu Panda 3 more than Kung Fu Panda 1, just for personal enjoyment. I do believe that Kai is a much better villain than Tai Long. But that's just me. I love Kai. Like, Kai's awesome. But no, it is a very good movie. It's a brilliant film. But I believe, objectively, I definitely believe it is objectively the weakest of the three. But still really good. It still has a lot of merit. Like, when you look at a movie objectively, like a film, when it's bad, it will have good things in it. And when it's good, it will have bad things in it. So that's the thing about, art. Like, there's going to be flaws in merit. That's the thing. And Kung Fu Panda 3, it has its balance. It has some flaws and it has some merit. So it has a lot to like. Yeah, no, I still love the movie. I still adore it. Thoughts on the Madagascar movies? I love the Madagascar trilogy. I think they're great movies. I love the first one. I love the second one. I love the third one the most. I think 3 is a very, very good conclusion. I think they're great movies. They're really good films. I enjoy them. Thoughts on Prince of Egypt, my favorite DreamWorks movie? Nice choice. Prince of Egypt is great. Love it. Absolutely phenomenal movie. What's your favorite Disney movie? I would have to say my favorite Disney movie would probably be Big Hero 6. Yeah, Big Hero 6 I really, really love. Favorite live action movie outside of the superhero genre? Before last week, I would have said Mrs. Brown's Boys, but after seeing it, Free Guy. Free Guy, loved. Absolutely loved it. It was so creative and so much fun. It was amazing. Loved Free Guy. Loved it. This or that, Mitchells vs. the Machines or Vivo? Mitchells vs. the Machines by far. Vivo is good-ish. I just think it suffers a lot of flaws. I feel the story plays it very safe, and the songs, they throw in songs like, at random times. But Mitchells vs. the Machines, I actually rewatched it, and I think the story is a little flawed. I feel the pacing is it needs a bit of fixing, and it does sort of drag a little. But I think when it comes to the characters and their bond and, the family, I think character-wise, Mitchells vs. the Machines is very, very strong. Like, there have been properties where I do feel its characters can surpass the story, like Dino Thunder, for example, a TV show. I believe the storytelling, while I really like the story, I don't believe the story is the strongest aspect. I believe the characters are the strongest aspect. So I think the Mitchells vs. the Machines, I have the same opinion. The story may not be the strongest aspect. It does have some pacing issues, but when it comes to the characters, I believe Mitchells vs. the Machines is very, very strong. This or that, Frozen 2 or Raya and the Last Dragon? Frozen 2, yeah. Raya and the Last Dragon, I didn't know. I just couldn't get into it. It wasn't my cup of tea, sadly, which is a shame because I was intrigued to see it. I did see potential in it. It did interest me. But, when I watched it for the first time a while ago, and I was just, really? It didn't do it for me. It's not bad. Like, it's well made and all, and I did like Sisu. She was pretty good, but I just couldn't get into it. I mean, maybe I'll give it a rewatch. Who knows? But no, I think Frozen 2 is actually very good, very well made. But I think, yeah, I'd go with that a lot more. Favorite Frozen 2 song? I wouldn't really know. I'd have to think about that. But no, thanks for the questions, though. Some very good questions. Thank you very much. Right. Tyron Prime asks, what are your least favorite DreamWorks movies, Disney movies, and Illumination movies? DreamWorks, definitely The Boss Baby. I think everyone knows that. When it comes to my least favorite Disney, I can't name from the top of my head, but that's a good question. I'm trying to think of the last film I saw from Disney that I did not like. I'm probably going to go with The Wild. Now, I haven't seen The Wild in a long time, but it's not that good. I mean, I'd have to rewatch it. Who knows? Maybe if I rewatch it, I'll do a review. Least favorite Illumination film. I think just keep in mind, like I am also trying to track it all from memory because there is a lot of films to remember. I think the worst Illumination movie, in my opinion, would have to be, yeah, I'm gonna say it, Despicable Me 3. Do not like it. Just didn't. I mean, I did like it at first, but my first glance of the movie was that I thought it was good. But then, a few days later, I thought about it, and it didn't. It just wasn't that good. What is my thoughts on the Shrek reboot? Just cancel it. Just cancel it. There's no need. Shrek's over. The first two Shrek films were phenomenal. Shrek 2 is just amazing. Then Shrek 3 came out, it was awful, and then Shrek 4 is just, I just think it's okay. I'd have to rewatch it to, get a better opinion. But nah, what's the point in remaking it? Like, we have Puss in Boots 2 coming out. Like, come on. Like, do Puss in Boots 2, make that, and then just leave it. Because there's no need for it. There's no need. I mean, okay, a TV show, that could be interesting, but nah, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, sorry about that. His third question is, what is my favorite Power Rangers season and least favorite Power Rangers season? Favorite Power Rangers, we all know, Dino Thunder. My least favorite would have to be Operation Overdrive, yeah. I will admit, there is some merit in it. Like, there is some decent things in it. But I just think it's awful. I didn't even like it that much as a child. In childhood, I always knew something was off about Operation Overdrive. Something was very, very off about it. And it's just, when I watch it now, I think it's incredibly disrespectful to superheroes and Power Rangers in general. Like you got like lines, characters quitting because they screw up, and you got lines like, what's the point being a Power Ranger when you don't have any power? The whole point of being a superhero is just doing the right thing. It's a terrible season. Like, there is some decent things in it. Like, I do like Spencer, he's good, and I like Norg, he's just hilarious. And as a kid, I did like Once a Ranger because it had Kira, but I just think Once a Ranger is now average. It has some decent things in it though, but nah, dislike over Operation Overdrive so much. What do I think about Sing 2? I don't think it should have. Well, I can tell you one thing. I have a feeling the trailer is probably giving away everything. Yeah, because the first remember when the first Sing came out, trailer nearly showed everything. First act gets the animals together, then second act, massive, downfall, then third act they have the celebration. See, I have a feeling the second movie is going to be the exact same thing. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe the second film will be like the best film ever made, but nah, I'm not really that interested. If I had the opportunity to be a voice of an animated character, what studio would it work for? Dreamworks. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's a good question. Probably Dreamworks. I mean, depends. Depends on if I do become an actor in the future. What would I like for a career? I'd love to be involved in the film industry. Love to be involved in the film industry. We just gotta wait and see what the future holds. I mean, only 17. Well, I'm 18 next year, so yeah. Thanks for the questions, man. MR Bassline. Will I do an updated room tour, and will you get more DS games? As for room tour, I'd have to wait until my room's a little more, updated. I'd have to wait until I don't know, that probably won't happen for a few years. And as for DS games, well, I did get these lately for the 3DS, the Skylander Spiral's Adventure and Skylander Swap Force, if that counts. But no, I haven't got a DS game. Before that, it's been a long time since I got a game for the DS, so I might get Skylanders Giants for the 3DS, but that's about it. And maybe Trap Team. We just gotta wait and see. Okay, Leah the animation fan. What countries have you been to besides Ireland? Well, I've been to Turkey. I've been to Spain when I was very young. Favorite Disney and Pixar movies? Big Hero 6 and Soul. Do you have a favorite food or treat? Pizza. Yay. What How to Train Your Dragon soundtrack is your favorite? That's easy. Probably One Star Dragons. One Star Dragons is just beautiful. Simply beautiful. Which one of the 4 elements in Avatar would you be able to bend? Fire! Bended fire would be amazing. Fire bending, I should say. Do you think Rise of the Titans... my bad. After Credits asks, do you think Rise of the Titans ending ruins the franchise? I wouldn't say ruin. I just think it's not a conclusive ending. It leaves it open, and it just, in my personal opinion, it just made me feel that Tales of Arcadia is dragged out. I think, to be honest, I definitely believe Tales of Arcadia, if it was to continue, it'd be destroyed. I think it's dragged out. Like I think it's just dragged out. It's played out now. Like it's lost its magic, I feel. But no, I wouldn't say ruined, but it wasn't a very good ending. It was a good film, but it was very, very flawed. Sprill Orchin, what's your favourite hunter in Dreams Manhunts? I don't really know. Right. Okay. Next questions. Dara Doherty. Dara Doherty asks, predictions for best animated feature nominees at the 2022 Oscars. Don't really know, to be honest. Most anticipated film of 2022. I think Into the Spider-Verse 2 is coming out, so probably that one. Luca, Araya, and The Last Dragon. Definitely Luca. Which of these movies do you think will perform better? Probably Lightyear, because I believe that stars Chris Pine. I think that's the guy's name. I know it's the guy that's in the Wonder Woman movies and the guy that does the voice of Jack Frost in Rise of the Guardians, but probably that. I think that'll probably make more money, because it has a big celebrity, so therefore yeah. How does it feel for you to be back in the cinema again? It feels great. I've been to the cinema 3 times this year with my good friend Tyke. It's been really nice to be in the cinema. What films are you planning to see for the remainder of 2021? Spider-Man No Way Home and just the rest. Just, I don't know. Give it the benefit of the doubt. Right, thank you very much. Lambo Rock Strikes Back asks, favorite Netflix original series? Race to the Edge. Favorite streaming services? Netflix. Favorite fast food restaurant? Papa John's. Favorite drink? Either Coca-Cola or Lucasade Sports Orange. Are you planning to give Raya and the Last Dragon a rewatch? That is a very good question, actually. Do I plan to give a film a second chance? I wouldn't mind giving it a second chance. I actually, in school, we were watching the first few minutes. Maybe I might give it another watch. I might give it at least another chance. Like I might give it a rewatch because it's not a bad film. I don't think it's like horrible, but it wasn't for me. It wasn't my cup of tea. But we'll see. I might give that film another chance. Maybe. I mean, who knows? I probably will. Thanks for the question, stuff. Oh wait, sorry. I forgot to answer. What TV shows you haven't seen but you plan to start watching? Well, I've started What If. I haven't seen episode 3 yet. I know it's out today. I'll watch that soon. Chadwick Boseman was an excellent voice actor. What's the best video I made in 2021 so far? I'd have to think about that. That's a good question. I'd have to decide. It's very hard to decide a favourite video from a YouTuber. It's very hard. Sean S. asks, thank you for the questions, Lambo, and thank you for the questions, Sean. What's my favourite show from Cartoon Network? I don't really watch much cable TV anymore, so I can't really say. But I appreciate the question, though. Right, okay. Riley McCord, hang on. Sorry about that. Riley McCord asks, will you be in my next sign-up series? Maybe, if you want me to be in it, then yeah, I don't mind. What do you think of Marvel's What If? So far, I think it's off to a very interesting start. It's very creative. It has a lot of interesting stuff. I think it seems to be starting off really, really good. Will you see Venom Let There Be Carnage? I don't know. I can't say I'm super interested, to be honest. How are my Skylanders doing? My Skylanders are doing very well. Right, next question is, will you be getting Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga if it's released by the 2022, that is? Probably not. I can't say I'm like that much of a fan of Star Wars to buy one of the games. I did have one of the Lego Star Wars games as a kid on the DS, but that was it, which was quite good actually. But I can't really say. Thanks for the questions, Dorothy. What's your favorite movie? Cobra Critic asks, what's your favorite movie and least favorite film of all time? How to Train Your Dragon 3 and The Boss Baby. Yeah, The Boss Baby's least favorite. How to Train Your Dragon 3's favorite. Right, okay. Sorry, it's just we got a lot of questions. I appreciate it though, guys. Thank you very much. We got a few questions actually. MR Bassline asks, what consoles do I have? Wii U, Nintendo Switch, and a Nintendo 2DS. Do you still like videos, games, and can you do a video game collection? I have done a video game collection a few years ago on my Skylanders channel, and yeah, I still like video games. I still usually, do some live streams on my second channel. Technical difficulties happen sometimes, but I still like video games, yeah. Alright, okay. We got more questions. Alina, friend from the Guardians of Cahool fandom. She asks, is Ochalissa the best Guardians of Cahool characters? Yes or yes? No. I'm sorry. She's good, but she doesn't impact the plot that much. I mean, I've read the books, but I can't remember the book. The books were good, but I do feel the book series did go very downhill. But no, I do believe the best characters in Cahool are Soren and Claude. Why did you start making YouTube videos? Because I like talking about films. I enjoy watching YouTubers, so I decided, you know what, I really actually would love to have a channel. So here I am today. Who is a Guardians of Cahool character from the books that you would love to have seen in the movie? I would like to see Corn. That would be very interesting. I think that would be interesting if that would have been cool. Like, I'm not saying have him in the first film, but I think if they managed to do a sequel. See, I wonder how you'd manage to pull that off. Like, the second film would be about Soren and Claude's dynamic. Then if they made more movies based on the books, then it just seems a bit weird to jump the focus from Soren onto Corn. I don't know, I mean, I don't, like, we'll never find out, but I mean, I do hope there is a TV show for Guardians of Cahool in the future. What's an overrated movie or TV show you don't like? I can't really say for overrated movie, there's way too many to name from the top of my head. Overrated TV show though, that's easy. I'm gonna say it, WandaVision. Yes, don't like it. I don't hate it. I didn't think it was very good. Like, it's well made, it's well acted, but I just did not like it. I just didn't like it. I thought Falcon and Winter Soldier and Loki were much, much better. No, I'm sorry. It just didn't do it for me. Alright, thank you for the questions, Alina. It means a lot. Okay, we got final 10 questions. Mitchell Sorinki. And he asks, have I watched the Johnny English movies? I've seen bits and pieces of the 2011 one, and I remember finding it very funny. Have I watched The Matrix? No, I've heard of it though. Have I watched any of the James Bond movies? Nah, I mean, I can't say I'm super interested. I mean, I know No Time to Die is coming out, soon, but no, I mean, maybe I'll give them, the benefit of the doubt someday. I mean, who knows, I might watch them, but I don't know. Nah, I've never been super interested about James Bond. I mean, maybe, but I mean, we'll see. I mean, I'm still willing. I'd be willing to give it the benefit of the doubt, but we'll see what happens. Right. Question 4. Have I watched Nomadland? No. Does sound familiar though. Opinion on the PlayStation 4. My brother has it, and yeah, it's a very good console. I wonder what the PlayStation 5 is like. My cousin has it. Have I watched Saving Private Ryan? It does sound familiar. I'm gonna flip a coin. I can't say if it's a yes or no. It does sound familiar. Have I seen any of the Die Hard movies? No. I've heard of them. I've heard very good things. Have I watched Meet the Parents? Does sound familiar. I think I have. Do you like High School Musical? I've only seen bits and pieces, so I can't say. Have I watched The Martian? I remember it coming out, but nah, I've never seen it. So that is the questions. Oh my god, that was a lot of questions. Thank you very much though. I appreciate every single question I got. It means a lot. I hope you enjoy the video. This video is going a lot longer than I expected, but I do appreciate everyone. It was an honor to answer these questions. I do apologize that there might be a little jump cuts. I just I was getting a little distracted, but no, I think it's an honor to answer questions. Stay tuned for the next video. This might be the last video from me for a while, with school coming up, but we'll see what happens. I'll try see if I can do at least one more film review before the summer ends. I'll try at least do a film. I want to do a positive film review, so I'm going to think of a film. Maybe I'll pull up a community post if there's a film that you guys would like me to review. I'm going to think about it, and I might do a film. I do like I want to end the summer with a positive film review. So I'll try to see if I can pick a film this week that I can review and give a very positive review. So yeah, hopefully I can get at least a positive review, because summer's coming into an end. Let's end it with some positivity. Thank you very much, though. I appreciate everyone. So thank you very much again. Stay tuned for the next video, and until then, guys, skadoosh everyone and take care.